What's up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're all well. We're taking a look at Ethereum today on the weekly time frame at first. Of course we will scale down to the lower time frames, but we can see with this push above this golden pocket, Ethereum is showing us signs of weekly reversal. So this is the signal of a weekly reversal. We've turned it from bearish to bullish in one weekly candle because we've taken out this golden pocket over here. So how did we come up with this? Let's take a look at this on the daily time frame. Just before we head over to the daily time frame, one thing I must say, yes, we pushed through the golden pocket and the 786, which is so certain of the reverse wave. Just hold it as support. But we are currently under the 200 weekly EMAs, taking an average of the last 200 weeks. Made this line, and that is there, and we've closed the weekly candle just slightly below it. But we cannot ignore that the weekly reversal signal has been created. So now let's look at the daily time frame at this golden pocket. So we got this Fibonacci retracement tool and put it on essentially from where FTX capitulated. Now it was over here on the 8th of November, but we can see that we already started to come down. Of course, most likely we were just going to form a higher low, but of course with an unexpected event, completely out of our control, external factors came into play. We cannot ignore this, and this put in that new low. We had a bullish cross that got invalidated with that. So I'm just going to take it from the high, put it on the high to the lowest point. You can see that's just there on this wick over here, and so it's giving us this golden pocket. Essentially what you're meant to do is push down as we did. We've measured that. If we retrace back up to here, that's a 100% move, 100% retracement. So the 0.5 is of course just 50%, 60%, 78% of this push down. We're going back on itself that much percentage. So you're not meant to push through this gold box. In this case we did. Right, okay, this means that we've now created the reversal wave. It's not what should have happened. This should have happened. Push down, exhaust into the golden pocket before you continue with your trend lower. Now this can still happen. We may just be deviating from that, although on the weekly time frame we've been given that bullish reversal signal with yeah, look at that guys, come on. Although we've been given this, we need to take out that high. Now some coins have, Bitcoin and Ethereum have not, but of course doing incredible steps in taking out the high, which is of course by breaking through this gold box, which is something you shouldn't have done. So this is why this is such a key step in taking out 1676. Although I must say that until that point, until we're at literally 1677, then we have not made a higher high. There is still a risk that this could be a lower high, lower than that high, with us now trying to see, starting to see some rejections. Although yes, we have pushed through the daily 200. Remember that makes an average of the last 200, whatever your time frame is, last 200 days, last 200 weeks. So on the weekly, we're running into that. We have played around with it, having multiple fake outs. So you can see that sort of thing can happen over here. After these two fake outs, you came back in, retested it as resistance once, and now twice with this weekly candle actually closing below that weekly candle close. So indeed, technically, although we've been given this bullish reversal signal on the weekly time frame, we can actually see that it's currently still under the close of this week. So technically, proving that it's still a lower high on the weekly time frame, because you can actually see the more we zoom in, the more you understand that we've actually, with this wick over here, you've retested the body candle close and you were slightly above it, but then closed back underneath and then came and closed back underneath the 200 weekly EMA. The reason why it closed back under the 200 is because, again, it's the last 200 weeks. It needs to just prove to you that this is accurate. We're on the higher time frames, there's more accuracy. I just need to prove to you that this is my trend. It doesn't mean we can't break above it. If we got rid of the 200 EMA, we could just say that is what's stopping us from getting up to the higher price points that we just spoke of in today's video, which is 1676. You can see the 55 is slightly above that on this high over here at about 1780. So that is where Ethereum is trying to head to. However, the 200 EMA is what's in its path. So we need to see it, Ethereum clearing this EMA on the weekly time frame. So you have to wait until Sunday for a confirmation yes, we're going up to the 55, but of course you can still go to the 55 before that weekly candle close. It's just a weekly candle close above this white line would signal the pump towards there. You can still do so within the week. You just scale down to the lower time frames. Let's now go over to the daily time frame, where we can see this resistance. In this previous resistance over here, you see where we've had this shooting star. Well, we're getting it in similar locations, wicks to the top. So let's scale down to the 15-minute time frame now and see what's going on over this last over the weekend. And so we do have a high of our range, and we do have our low afterwards. So this is what I'm interested in right now on the 15-minute time frame. If you've come over from the Bitcoin video, basically the same thing. We can't lose the 200 EMA or the 382 fib. This is what we said in today's Bitcoin update earlier. Make sure, if you haven't already, to of course subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 5k, and it'd be lovely to hit that before the end of this month. So do share the updates, turn the notification bells on so you're aware of when the altcoin videos are out. If you want early access to them, check out the channel memberships if you want to support the channel. Other than that, like and comment underneath this video. That'd be much appreciated to bump the algorithm. Now let's continue with this. Again, we're on the 15-minute time frame for Ethereum. I'm going to draw this golden pocket over here. This is like my midpoint. Essentially, if I'm above this, I've got chances of going up. If I'm below, I've got chances of going down. I say chances because there's other criteria to it. Right now, we are currently below, so we should go down, correct? But what's stopping us from going down? That 200 EMA. Now we're on the 15-minute time frame, so it's just taking the last 200 15-minute periods. So it's not as accurate as something that's taken an average of the last 200 weeks, for example. Very quickly we can make 200 candles on the 15-minute time frame. But again, yes, if you do lose this, it's telling you we're beginning this downtrend on the 15-minute time frame. What could give us further confluence is that bearish cross right here. But to be honest, that bearish cross could just say, yeah, let's reset this bull trend. Let's just hit the EMAs and reverse. So what I would say, guys, is let's see a 15-minute candle close above 1,553. That would signal a push minimum to here. I'm just giving you guys this because if we were to push up to above this, it's not immediately signaling we're going way higher. It just means that we could be coming to the 618. That can also act as a resistance. So wait for that 618 to be taken out. 1,558, multiple 15-minute candle closes above this. We're not seeing that currently. However, there could be that ascending triangle forming, with this being your neckline and this over here being the ascending support, which it looks like at the moment you've fallen out of. You still have 3 minutes and a half. This could be up here in 3 minutes and a half. I'm not going to make a judgment right now. However, I've just told you, do not lose the 382. So if in 3.5 minutes we're here, that's a loss of it. Do not lose the 200 EMA over here. So if we're below that, we're finished. Well, going down in the short term, so at least the 236. So these are all tradable events. Of course, with such low time frames, you're going to have to use leverage. Okay, so just getting rid of that now. Again, what should have happened in this case over here with this push down? We've measured it. It's given us the golden pocket right there. We got pulled to it like a magnet. Look at that movement. Amazing. Bullish moves to a certain extent, because when we run into the resistance where we were anticipating, this is where we should also be dumping from. And of course we got that. But with this dump, you're really trying to break the low, lose the 200 EMA, lose the 0 fib level. In this case, you didn't do so because we found support over here. So this is what you need to look at in your trading. Although right here, the fib retracement tool would be used as a push, exhaust, continue. We need to realize that yes, most likely going to get rejected here, but with this push down, wait to see if it's going to form a higher low as it's done so here, or a lower low, lower than the low, 1.5k. If we go below that, then we're getting that continuation. If we're seeing signs of a reversal, one bottom, second bottom, broke above the EMAs, flip the EMAs into support, and we head back up into there. So that could have been a trade from here to there. It's all simple like that. You just basically do what I've been teaching you guys on the daily time frame and bring that all over to lower time frames where it happen much more often, but understanding because it's happening more often, there's much more likely to be manipulation in this market. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you want a clearer picture, just wait for a candle close below this green wick over here, and then you know it's going down. Otherwise, if you're holding above this, It's going to still give us chances of going up. But again, wait for the 618 to be cleared if you want it to fully go back up to the 786 to the 1 fib level as a minimum target. Pushing through the 1 fib level, we're going to head to the 1618. First stop off would be the 1.272 at about 1616. So if you guys are into your angel numbers or matrix numbers, I've been seeing a lot of them recently. But yeah, forget about that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment. Check out those channel memberships if you want these videos earlier. But it looks like, yeah, look, 1 minute left. This could still pump up, but 1 minute left. If it's clearing that, we're going lower. Thank you guys so much. And then I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.